Hey everybody, it's Jason Montu, and welcome to another Battle Party discussion. Today we're going to talk about Return of Tambelon Parts 3 and 4. So, as the episode begins, Megan and the others are, still captured, along with the flood plan has been captured. And Danny and the others are trying to figure out what to do to get them out. So, they decide, Danny decides that it's time to go figure out something. And one of the boys comes up, well, Molly comes up with the idea to grab his tape recorder. Problem is, it's back at Paradise Estate, and obviously it's overrun with the toggles. Meanwhile, Meg and the others are trying to figure out how they can get out, and they start seeing the song escape. It's pretty depressing, but so they decide that it's time to figure out something. Anyway, back to Danny and others, they him and Surprise go to Paradise Estate and get the tape recorder back, and then they record Gray's voice, and then he splices it together to make it sound like he says, "Well, guys, time to get this." And so then they decide. Then the two of the ponies decide, put on a costume that looks like Bray, and they head back and play with record a message. It pulls Golgar, and of course, but not for long, and another point is captured. Then and as soon as they get back, they decide to try to capture one of the toggles, give to under to convince him to help them out. But however, and his name is Jock. But however, he doesn't want to be a part of Drogar's army. So he tells him that if they help him out and give him a new home, he'll help them out. They get to Tambelon, and and they're captured by Grogar and Bray, which makes them think that um, Drog kind of, you know, betrayed them. Says part three. In part four, we now have the ponies and the rest of them all in the dungeon, and Danny is feeling pretty upset that he trusted Drog. But then Gray goes in and throws Drog into the dungeon, calling him a traitor. And Drog tells him the reason why they knew of his plans is because the Troggles knew of his plan and told Grogar. Of course, they try to figure out how they're going to get out if they and Danny decides that and Danny tries on this gruel. Apparently, it's pretty disgusting, and it looks disgusting. And they decide to put the, into this crack that is pretty close to where the exit is because they can hear the Troggles celebrating. Then Megan tells Raven Star put it those forget me not and another flow point, I don't remember, to put it up towards the crack. Well, Buttons moves it into the crack, and Fizzy makes it expand. And events, and then they get out and get the keys from Ray. Oh, by the way, during part three, Gogar starts the spell that will send him to realm of darkness. Anyway, the episode ends, and then they at uh, Megan Diaz unlock the door, and this is also a funny scene part that I forgot, where Spike tries to grab the bell, and Gray basically gets him off of it. Anyway, as they continue to they get out, but Gogar starts shooting at them with with his magic, and um, they decide that it's time to think of something. And Spike says, "I'm trying, but this not to ring any bells." And then Master Star remembers. Well, no, not Master Star, but Paradise remembers what the bell is. The bell that was in part two, for, and basically, if they ring it, they will destroy Golgoth's power. So they sing "Let the Bell Fade Away." It says another one of my favorite songs. And they finally ring it, and Golgar and Tambelon are sent back to the realm of darkness, and Megan actually gets mixed out too on there just in time. And then when they get back to the point line, they talk to the Troggles who are going to stay there, and then we see what looks to be a shadow of Scar. But it's two unicorns sitting together. And we can also get a funny comment from Spike. You don't think Gogo can. He's like, I guess not. That is part four. Next time, we're going to talk about one of my favorite pony episodes, Little Piece of Magic. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'll see you guys in the next video.